Hello, everybody. I'm Mandi Rae of Ecstatic Astrology, and I'm here for OPA, the Organization for Professional Astrology. And I'm here with Dabney Lawless. It's so nice to meet you.
Hello.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Dabney.
So I am an evolutionary astrologer. I studied with Stephen Forrest. I have a master level certification from him. I was very fortunate. I got in pretty early, so I got a lot of personal attention from the master himself. And I have been doing astrology now for over 20 years. I used to write for magazines and like Pregnancy and Newborn and Parents Magazine. I was their in-house astrologer for a while. And then I took a little bit of a break and now I've come back out and I have a YouTube channel that's Lawless Astrology. And I'm doing readings and teaching courses and doing the astrology thing.
Oh, that's wonderful. And you are presenting for the AstroBiz Summit that's coming up in April 25th through 27th to be exact. And you're presenting on YouTube.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah. So I was very lucky that I have a marketing background. So my corporate career was in public relations, and I have an actual master's degree in marketing. So when I decided to do this, I realized that a lot of people are getting their business these days and getting their following and their leads through YouTube. So that was when I wanted to re-energize my business. That's really where I went to build a brand for myself. And so that's what I want to talk to people about is how you can just turn on the camera and start talking, and but there's kind of a right way, and then there's the way where you are going to flounder maybe a little bit more. And so I want to kind of help dispel some of the myths around YouTube about and also kind of help boost your channel and know that collaboration is important, and also building a brand for yourself that matches your chart.
That's juicy, really, because there's lots of things you can do. I know you can pull a chart for when your business starts, and you can pull a chart for all sorts of things. So, and it makes a lot of sense to do that. I think as astrologers, we forget that we can go look at things like that to hack our own lives. But I do want to know, as far as YouTube goes, for me, the hardest thing is sometimes just to keep up with the content machine that you have to feed. So do you have any tips for that at all?
So this is definitely a good question. When I first started and first launched my YouTube channel, I thought I was going to do relationship astrology. And I have a lot of planets in my seventh house. I have four planets in my seventh house. And so I thought I'm going to do relationship astrology. That's going to be kind of my focus. And I was gaining no traction. And I was feeling very much like it was a lot of work kind of feeding the content machine. And then I just started paying attention to the synchronistic things that were happening in my life and the things that I actually spend a lot of energy and time on, and what are my passions. And it also matches up with my chart. And so now I'm doing content that actually I enjoy a little bit more. And so it's more fun for me. So it doesn't feel like a chore. So I've developed a relationship with the people that are subscribers. I have like my little loyal people that write in and things like that. And so that really is validating. And I feel like I'm making a difference. And so I think that's the biggest thing is like finding your niche and then leaning into it. So it's fun. So it doesn't feel like, oh, I've got make another one of those videos, you know?
And
So I
that's
think
exactly
that's
what it can
one of
feel
the
like.
biggest things that I want to, kind of talk about and teach is like, how do you figure out what your niche is? And how do you then collaborate with other people so you can help grow your audience?
hmm And I do hear that word collaborate a lot with regards to social media and how much it can push you up an algorithm and things of that nature. So, do you have, I guess, a part of your talk that deals with algorithm at all?
A little bit. It's a bit of a mystery to most people. So I can't pretend like I have it all nailed, but I will say one tip that I can give you is the title of the course matters more than anything. It even matters more than, or not course, the video. It matters more than the thumbnail. It matters more than the content. Like that's what gets clicks. And so it's really interesting about finding that um happy medium, because you don't want to be one of those I don't think you want to be one of those astrologers that's like, the world is ending tomorrow. And they're out there, and those are the ones that gets the clicks, let
Yeah.
me tell you. So it's like, how do you come up with a cool title that will get you into the algorithm? And there is some AI features on YouTube that will help you with that. And so that's one of the things that I can go over. I do find that when I played with the titles, it did help.
Pluto is an Aquarius now. You have to think outside of the box, right? And
Yep.
innovate. So, and that's one of the things with regards to YouTube and social media in general, I think, is that you can grow your astrology business. And I think one of the things that some astrologers have trouble with is calling it a business, because it's hard at first because you can give, you want to give. That's why, because it's given us so much. But it's a business if you do spend enough time and you launch a practice that you have to get into. Now, finding your niche is important, but with regards to that, YouTube can be a big part of a business for astrology.
100%. I think that's the differentiation. Are you a hobby astrologer or a professional astrologer? So if you're a hobby astrologer and you want to start a YouTube channel, well, that's very different. If you want to make this a part of growing your astrological profession and you want to attract people that will come to you for readings, like I have a giant waiting list, and I have only been back in the business now for like 8, 9 months. So what I will say though is, there are some people that have huge followings on YouTube that I don't have yet. I've only been doing this for about 8 or 9 months, but I have like 7,500 followers and subscribers. And so I think that's the thing, is like recognizing you don't have to have 200,000 subscribers. I started getting a waiting list when I had 1,000 subscribers. So there's really this sense of, how can you make money, connect with people? And it's about loyal engagement and really connecting with the people that are in
Yeah,
your
your
follow.
community and your
Yeah,
following, because it does become your community. And that's why I love OPA so much, because it does connect people. And I've really enjoyed my time with OPA for that reason. Community is important for astrologers. And that's one way to do it, because we're singular in a lot of times in our profession. We, do our job with you, and then we go back to doing our admin or whatever for everything else. So it's really nice to have people to connect with in a community.
And that's the thing too, I think people forget. OPA's amazing for that. When I went to the most recent conference, I met so many people. I got to invite people onto my YouTube channel. I think there is something to be said about recognizing that Pluto is in Aquarius now, and we do need to get into our communities. That's part of like, what is our new vision? And so if your new vision is going to include technology as a platform to attract new clients to you. Now we used to be sort of constrained. All of our clients like would come see us in person or over the phone. Now we have Zoom. Now we have all these different course platforms where people all over the world can take a course that you're offering. So you have all of these different tools. It's hard to learn them all. It can feel super overwhelming. So that's what I like about this conference that you guys are putting on, is like everyone has a specialty, and it's kind of like takes it in chunks. And don't overwhelm yourself. Pick a couple things that you want to do this year or in the next 6 months, and say, this is the thing I'm going to lean into. I'm going to make a course, or I'm going to start a YouTube channel, or I'm going to start a community, whatever the thing is for you, and then kind of do a really good job on it, and then build onto the next thing.
Mm. The one thing I will say about YouTube that I've found, because I've also taken a little break, is that if you do build community, they will call you out if you're gone for too long. They'll say, "Where
I
are
haven't
you?"
I haven't had that yet, but I could imagine that. I know Anne Wortley, like she's taken a little break with some of her health issues, and I do like I've seen on like the chat boards and stuff, like, where'd you
Yeah,
go?
keeps you accountable. It's like, that's right. I need, sometimes self-motivation can be hard. So having those people there, that community there is really nice.
Yeah.
So do you have anything coming up that you'd like to share in the future, or do you just want to share your website?
Yeah, no, I think it'd be great if people want to come to follow me on YouTube and see what I do, and see if what my work is resonates with you. That'll also give you an opportunity to see how I present myself, and if I would be a good teacher for you. Again, keep in mind that YouTube is a lot of work. So if you want to put that work in and it's fun for you, it can be very lucrative and very rewarding. But it's a commitment, like you said. So
Yeah.
yeah, just follow me over on YouTube a bit, Lawless Astrology, or check out my website.
Yeah. And it's lawlessastrology.com. Yeah.
That's it.
It's a great name, Lawless. I love it.
I thank my husband for that
That's
one.
wonderful. I do want to say that what date is your presentation?
I believe it's on the Sunday, the 27th,
Okay.
April.
Yeah. So you can catch that. And if you go to opaastrology.org, you can see the whole schedule and you can register there. And there is a price for members and non-members. So I'll always encourage, membership is pretty inexpensive for OPA, and that's one really nice perk about it. So you can be a member and get lots of presentations for free every month. And then this AstroBiz Summit is a little cheaper if you're a member. So that's just one little tip. But yeah, visit us at opaastrology.org. And thank you so much for being here with me, Dabney.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Nice to see y'all.
Yeah.